It is good. It's your boy Ty back here with another video. And in this video today, guys, we're going to be talking about the limited time event, the Takeover event in NBA 2K23 MyTeam coming tomorrow. Now, let's start with the positives, okay? And there is only one. Well, there's only one positive to take from this, okay? And that's that we got another Takeover event, which means after every win, you'll get an extra pack, which can turn into extra MT. On average, probably about 500 MT for every win you get. That's the positive side of things, okay? That is the positives. The negatives. This is basically like the Kobe Bryant event. And I don't mean that in any negativity, but it's basically the Kobe Bryant event in which if you get invincible MJ, there's nothing special about the card. You get Hero MJ. I mean, I guess if you get Hero MJ, you could maybe exchange it if you've locked in Minute. Other than that, I mean, not worth anything. So this whole set is kind of useless. None of these cards are going to play for you. The only guy I'm going to want is that Dark Matter Hero MJ. That way I can swap my auctionable MJ for him, turn around and sell my MJ. That's the only positive you can take away from this. And if you do not have Minute Bowl, it's useless. Another week, where is the end games? Look, 2K, look. I don't know what 2K has planned. I don't. But I'm fully predicting that this is going to be our last week of good content. And then next Friday, we're going to see like the John Stocktons. We're going to see like the Chris Pauls, like we have in past years. And so my whole thing is this. If this is our last week of decent content, why not throw endgames in here? Why not throw endgames in here? Endgame Michael Jordan still wouldn't even be a top 15, 10 point guard in the game. Like, endgame MJ is... Nah, that's probably a lie. Endgame MJ is probably top 10. But I'm just like, I'm stunned because it's like, it's not like he's actually doing anything on the court. People would so much rather run Giannis, Jokic, Ben Simmons, all of these other guys. MJ is fine. I'm not trying to sit here and hate on him, but he's basically pointless. Especially with the Invincible, Hero. None of these cards are good. None of these cards are better than the level 1 reward Steph Curry. And that's kind of the issue I have with it. Like, sure, it's fine if you do get the Hero MJ and you already have Minute locked in. Then it's fine, and then I like somehow, I don't even want to say it's worth it, but somehow like you could maybe make the case it's worth it. I don't love this at all. Like, at all. I get they don't want to give endgames out, but look, if you don't want to give endgames out, you got to give us better players than a guy like Michael Jordan. Give us Yao, give us Taco, give us guys like that, that can play at the highest level, even if you don't get the endgame version of them. And I get it's probably never going to happen. I get we probably won't see that, but it's sad to me. Like, there are 4 Dark Matters in these packs, and all 4 of them are useless outside of the Hero one. 3 out of the 4 are literally useless. And Invincible MJ, I'm going to say it, is literally useless. If you've got endgame Steph Curry and you've got 5,000 MT, you can get a guy for 5,000 MT that's better than that Invincible MJ. That's the problem with this. Like, I like the Takeover events. I like this. It's something extra. Sure, you can say, oh, it's recycled. Okay, but still, it's an extra way to make MT by playing the game. The problem is, there's just no good cards. And honestly, I'd go as far as saying the Takeover event maybe shouldn't just be one player, and instead should just be like a actual random player pack in which endgames could be pulled. I just feel like this whole Takeover stuff should be way better than it is. That's kind of my whole opinion on it. Kobe was basically useless. With T-Mac, both the Dark Matter T-Mac and Invincible T-Mac were good. So, and there wasn't an endgame T-Mac either. So I really didn't hate that. Shaq, the Invincible Shaq is good, but still needed an endgame version of the card. I can't even think of any of the other cards that I really want to even get. And I'm just going to go through and look at who could be our next Takeover player. I mean, that's kind of what I'm wondering. Like, when we look at the Invincible collection, like, yes, we've got some good Invincibles. But what if the next one, right, is Giannis? And endgame Giannis isn't in here. That's going to be a letdown. What if it's, I'm just going to throw out another name, LeBron James? No endgame Bron, nobody's going to get hyped for it. What if it's Steph Curry even? Nobody's going to get hyped for it because it's just the invincible. Like, none of these invincibles outside of Victor Wembanyama are that good. Like, Wemby is the only one that I'm like, okay, you know what? If they give us a limited time event and Wemby is available in here, where I'm like, okay, that sounds like something that maybe interests me. The rest of this is just very mediocre at best, and that's as much as I can say on it. Like, I've made a lot of MT with this. I'm glad that there is some sort of event that we can make extra MT with, but that's really all this is. Don't see this and be like, oh my gosh, MJ's coming. Where's the end games with this? Like, nobody is probably excited about this. Only one more week, only one to go next week, and these events are finished. It's just like, I know JD is pretty negative on the game. I don't even hate these. I'm just saying the potential would be way more if there were end games. These events are fine, but it's just an MT thing. You can't look at it anything more than that. If I get Hero MJ, I'll be very thankful. But the rest of these cards, you can't even get excited for. Like, I literally can't get excited for any of them. You see a Dark Matter, boom, it's going to be 2,500 MT. Like, or 3,000 MT, whatever it is. Like, that is cool. But it's very mid. At the end of the day, that is very mid. I also do want to kind of note that I do have the Tis the Season MJ as well locked in, because I think you got Hall of Fame badges for that set. So I did lock that one in as well. But he's probably not going to be that valuable either way. All I got to say is another Takeover event. This one, it's worse than the Shaq event. Because at least with the Shaq event, if you got Invincible Shaq, he was really good. This is just not what you are ultimately looking for in my team. So I know I'm not personally not trying to be super negative, but at the end of the day, guys, 2K has to figure it out. That's all there is to it. 2K's got to find a way to figure it out, because this event is this Takeover event started really well with T-Mac. I think T-Mac was the first one. And ever since then has just not really been it. Like, everybody was excited about the T-Mac event because at least you got two really good T-Macs. These events with MJ, these events with Shaq, these events with Kobe aren't the same, especially without the end game as a possibility. So I need to know your guys' thoughts on this down below in the comments. Am I too low on this? I personally feel like, look, I'm optimistic about most things in 2K. It's hard to be optimistic about this. Let me know your thoughts, guys. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, man, I love you guys. And have a blessed day.